Hello, miracle workers! Welcome to another special episode of Unlucky Miracles, Januji Sky to Life, Love, and Leadership. And for today's episode, I have invited a special guest, someone who is close to my heart, a dear friend. No, so let me introduce her to you. Our guest is a nurse, and she's actually I'm very inspired with this person because she brings a wealth of expertise and personal experience to our discussion. As mentioned, she is a registered nurse, a diabetes nurse educator, working tirelessly to support others in their journey with diabetes. And as a patient herself, and she actually understands the challenges firsthand and has dedicated her life to helping others manage their condition. She is also a self-published author and a freelance diabetes health coach, offering personalized guidance and support to those who are in need. And we're thrilled to have her today to share her insights and miracle stories. Friends, help me welcome to Unlocking Miracle. There's Annie Lugay.
Hello, Sis Janice, Coach Janice. Hi, good afternoon.
How are
Good day
you?
to
Yes,
everyone.
what are you
Good
grateful
day.
for today? There's Annie.
Well, first of all, I'm grateful for being invited here in your podcast. Congratulations. And also grateful, of course, for waking up with a good blood sugar level. That's the first thing that I do after I pray. I check my sugar levels. There was no it was normal, no hypoglycemia. And also always grateful for a brand new day.
Yay! That's
That's
good to
it.
know kasi alam ko yung struggles and challenges ni Annie, and we'll talk more about that later on. And for those who are first time here in Unlocking Miracles, I do suggest that you check out our past episodes kasi marami tayong mga guests na talaga ma-inspire kayo. But for this current episode, I'm very excited to share with you our guest. Because this person, I'm very inspired with her kasi yung mga ginagawa niyang self-care, self-love sa sarili niya, and also service niya sa ibang tao ay talagang napaka-inspiring. So for those who don't know, Sis Annie and I, we met in during the pandemic, right? One of our communities, online communities called Rise Up, the 5 a.m. Club. And
Yes.
that's where we met online. And then eventually, dahil araw-araw kami nagkikita, and then also we have other activities there like Bible study. So we became closer to each other. We become friend, and we are able to support one another in terms of the advocacies that we do. So, Sis Annie, for the
Mm,
benefit of our viewers na hindi ka pa kakilala, can you
yes.
briefly introduce yourself to them? Nabigyan na kita ng background, but ano kaya yung pwede mong i-share sa mga viewers natin? Why you pursue this career of, first off, pagiging nurse, considering that you yourself have a condition. So yeah, please share to us.
Okay, so again, it all started actually when I was 4 years old because I have an aunt who's a nurse and she's based in the US, my Tita Feli. So I really admire no yung mga when I see nurses that they are wearing white and then they're very passionate with taking care of people who are sick. So that was one thing that drove me to that was one part of my dream when I was a kid. And then it pushed on later on in life. Kaya lang, Sis Janice, there were a lot of, what do you call this, backstories before I reached being a nurse, because that's actually not my first course. In my book, I wrote here, I had, my first course was commerce, parang nurse, but commerce. So I majored in management, business management. And then, the time when I was 12 years old, I inherited this lifelong condition called diabetes. So that was the start of my journey of pursuing this nursing career because I wanted also to understand what's going on inside my body and how can I help people like me live a a quality life or a happy life in spite of this medical condition.
Yeah, beautiful. I myself, I took care of my father who had diabetes, but
Mhm.
in his case, type 2 diabetes, no?
All
So
right. Yes.
different, it's a different story kapag type 1, and we'll learn more about that kay Nurse Annie. So yan, excited ako malaman, Nurse Annie, ano kaya yung mga stories, miracle stories na pwede mo i-share sa mga audience natin, nanonood sa atin ngayon. Yeah, go
Yes.
ahead.
So of course I love to write. So I was reflecting about what are the miracles that I have experienced. Actually, there's a lot. Every day's a miracle. Every day that I wake up, it's already a miracle. But the three top most and one actually and the sub stories behind it is all related to my diabetes journey. So to start it off, it's I am already on my 43rd years living with diabetes. Ako yung insulin dependent. That's the type 1. So it means I will live it for life. I need to inject insulin for life. So for the type 1s like me. So that in itself is already a huge miracle. Why? Because um if I didn't, take if my family and I did not cooperate in how to take care of myself, I wouldn't reach 4 decades or where I am now. So that's a huge miracle. And to couple it with other little miracles in my life, it's all related again to diabetes. I had several episodes of near death. Pero before that near death, yung mga what we call the low blood sugar, hypoglycemia, yung low blood sugar, there was I can recall parang may time na I was in deep sleep. Siguro kakatapos ko lang mag-breakfast, no? Tapos hindi ako, after siguro an hour, nag-insulin na rin ako noon, um, I fell asleep at mga 4 hours yon. And that was only 9 o'clock. And I woke up siguro past almost 2 o'clock. Hindi lang 4 hours, matagal. And during that time, I was staying at my sister's house. During that time, it was only my nephew and nieces who were there. And since everyone was like busy, on their own activities, when my sister came in, it was already almost 3 o'clock, and she was looking for me. Oh, where's Auntie Annie? And then one of my nephew, the 5-year-old, my 5-year-old nephew, then that time, his name is Sam. He's already 18 years old. Um, he's one of my nephew who loves to observe me every time I'll do my blood glucose monitoring. So nung time na yan, nung nagmo-monitor ako ng sugar, he was very curious, parang lagi niyang tinatanong, Auntie Annie, what is that? Why do you do that? You're hurting yourself. He doesn't know that's part of the diabetes protocol na kailangan nagmo-monitor kami ng blood sugar. So hanggang sa tinuruan ko na siya, o Sammy, if I am not feeling well, if I am feeling like I feel parang cold and clammy, malamig yung skin ko, and then if I am hungry, or if when you're talking to me, I feel disoriented, it means my blood sugar is low. Okay, but he's 5 years old, parang, sige lang, and then, so what will you do? So I taught him a first aid. Sabi ko, you get me juice, or if there's candies, you get 3 or 4, and then you give it to me, then we will check the blood sugar after 15 minutes. And yun, nangyari na nga, I had an episode of severe hypoglycemia. So, he told my sister, oh, Auntie Annie's still asleep. Still asleep. So when they were trying to wake me up, naku, hindi ako magising. Yung pala, ganun na nga kababa. Near death, near comatose na rin yun. So, ang ginawa nga nung sister ko, sabi niya, oh, Sammy, what did Auntie Annie teach you? Sabi niya, prick sugar and give her juice. Okay, go get juice. I'll do the pricking. So yun na, meron na akong juice na favorite ko nga is orange juice. And then, yun nga, binigyan ako ng juice pero medyo hindi pa din. Tapos, pinakain nila ako. I think that was, in my book, it was the siomai na binigay silang extra carbohydrate. So after a few minutes, then they gave me another juice. Ayun, lo and behold, nagising ako, Sis Janice. So na-save yun.
Hindi ka kinailangan dalhin sa hospital.
Actually, kailangan na. Pero siguro before ako itakbo, mas ginawa muna nila yung home care management.
Wow.
But then, nung na-check na nila at I feel okay na-save pa rin ako. So that time, hindi na ako dinala sa hospital.
Wow,
So,
that
na-save
is a
ako
miracle.
ng aking little nephew who is 5 years old. So for me, these miracles are really touch of God's hand.
Yeah.
Yung parang he's always there
Yeah,
talaga.
what I'm getting from your story is that gaano ka-importante yung communicating it to your loved ones, no?
Yes.
Getting their support as well. Na
Yes.
kapag ka mag-isa ka lang talaga, mahirap. But because you were very open to them na, oh, in case na may mangyari, itong gagawin mo, gano'n, no? You communicated, ano yung, uh, how can they save you? Then, it's easier for them to help you because you communicated kung ano yung kailangan mo. As early as nung bata ka ba na nalaman mo, were you able to like fully accept the condition that you had or medyo it took a while for you to consider parang to accept it?
Acceptance since 12 years old. Unang-una, I thought parang feeling ko death sentence, parang malapit na mamatay, parang cancer. Hindi agad. Lalo na at my age, na mahilig akong kumain, mahilig akong mag-bake, magluto. Lahat ng mga favorite foods, junk food, yan. Ice cream, chocolate, you name it. Hindi, hindi talaga. Siguro it was more of the family, our family, influence or siguro trying to support me in ways na, sige, sasabayan na natin si Annie na ito yung kakainin natin, ito lang, wag niyo papakita yung kung may soft drinks man or mga sweets. Kumbaga, talagang nag-cooperate ang family as well as myself. Hindi siya ganun kadala, siguro mga 5, 5 years, almost in the making for me to totally accept it. It's not easy, but again, with the love and support of family. Yun.
Yeah, that's very important. That's what I got from your story. Na talagang yung love and concern ng family mo was
Yeah.
really there for you. Kaya up to this day, di ba? You're still here, di ba? Kasi talagang importante yung support ng family pagdating sa mga ganyang situation, sa mga ganyang conditions. Okay, what's your second story for us?
The second story, since I was already diagnosed, di ba, 12 years old. So, syempre, akala ko, confident na ako, kaya ko na. As I started to work. So, merong mga activities na ang na-recall ko is may hiking activity or it's a parang tree planting activity in Norzagaray, Bulacan. Naalala ko yun eh. When I was with my workmates. Okay? So ako, mahilig ako sa adventure. So gustong-gusto ko nag-hiking or kung anong physical activity, excited ako. So hindi ko siya napaghandaan sigurong mabuti dahil masyadong excited, ang dami kong dala, and then hindi ko na-prepare yung sarili ko dahil pag sobrang excited, pwede naman yung sugar tataas, biglang bababa. Okay. Hindi ko natansya kung gaano katagal yung pupuntahan namin, di naman nasabi sa amin. Basta dadating na tayo doon lang. Pero yung pala ang layo nung doon, di ba? So nung time na, buddy-buddy kasi kami, so kasama ko yung office mate ko. And then sabi ko, ba't parang weird na yung feeling ko, para akong kinakabahan. So yung pala, yun na nga yung nagkakaroon na ng low blood sugar. Tapos parang hindi ko alam bakit kaming dalawa yung hindi kami nakasunod dun sa group. Is it pwede rin siguro dahil bagal ko? So hindi namin nasundan. Pero nung time na yon nagkaroon ng parang medyo may ulan. Okay? Tapos syempre parang mas lalong nakakatakot kasi nga hindi ako naka-prepare nung ni enough yung aking carbohydrate. Yon, kasi yun yung pang-replenish nga nung height ko. So, ang nangyari na nga, biglang merong dumating na stranger. Or siguro taga-bundok yon pero hindi lang namin alam, or he was one of the passerby. Kasi bigla akong parang nahimatay na. And then he carried me kung saan man. And then, nung dinala na ako doon sa site, nagulat na lang kami. Kasi sabi ko, sino yon? Hindi rin nila kilala. Hindi rin namin alam ano yung pangalan kasi gusto ko mag-thank you. Na-save niya ako. In just like one instance, there was someone who helped me and until now, hindi ko siya nakilala. So talagang pinagdadasal ko na lang, I wish I can see him. I can recall his face, naka-sombrero. Pero I think what is already hand of God. Annie, I'm here. I'll help you. So that's another miracle for the books for me. Naisulat ko din yan in my diary.
Wow,
And
beautiful.
something to be grateful for. Hindi lang siya na nangyari nung nag-hiking ako dito. Sorry, twice yon. May isa pa. Nung nagpunta ako nag-attend ako yung World Youth Day may trip sa Lourdes in France. I was dying to go to that, yung yung magsiswim sa water, yung for the, what do you call this, yung sa Lourdes, that if you want to go in that water and then you come up after that, you'll get healed. Nangyari din sa akin yon. My blood sugar went down and I had to go back to the campsite na napakalayo. Someone carried me hanggang doon. Parang just the same story as what happened here nung sa Bulacan. Sabi ko, Lord, part 2 yun. Hindi ko siya ine-expect na at the right moment, there was the hand of God always there. It's always like it's a miracle for me.
Wow. What
Those
I'm
were like,
Sis Annie, what I'm also getting from your story is the kind of person that you are in terms of you're a risk taker. Kumbaga parang you don't let fear or your health condition hinder you from experiencing life. 'Di ba? Yung
yes.
experiencing life to the fullest.
True.
Kasi 'di ba yung ibang tao, "Ay, may condition akong ganito." So dadahilanan nila na, "Hindi ako puwede sa ganyan, hindi ako puwede sa ganyan." And ikaw talagang nakakabilib kasi 'di ba, alam mo namang may sakit ka, puwedeng may mangyari sa'yo na ganito, ganyan, pero tuloy ka pa rin, go ka pa rin. Ano yung parang naging thinking mo? Bakit ba't gano'n ka? What made you parang ba't gano'n yung mindset mo pagdating sa mga adventure sa buhay?
Honestly, Coach Janice, it's really, siguro sinasabi ko, no, sometimes I take away my hat of, I have diabetes. I just want to be like you, like any one of you who doesn't have this sickness. Anyway, we're just the same. Naiba lang yung ako yung mas matamis sa'yo. So, inalis ko yun. Sabi ko, Lord, ano kaya isipin ko na one day wala akong ganitong condition, pero I will take good care of myself kasi for me, life is short. It was, and time will just fleet by. Yung parang mabilis lang yung oras eh. Gawin ko ngayon, pero partner tayo ha. Something like that. But I will promise to take good care of myself para I can also help others. Yan yung nagpo-push driving force ko why, until now, why I love being a diabetes nurse educator. Siguro yun yung bottom line eh. This is at the core na rin. If I would say it's a mission that I will not stop doing this because it helped me, I want to help more. Yun yun.
Wow, beautiful. What was the turning point, Nurse Annie, that made you decide na this has to be a mission already? This has to be an advocate. Parang di na lang 'to tungkol sa'kin. Tungkol na rin 'to sa mga ibang tao na dinadaanan din yung dinadaanan ko. Ano yung naging turning point sa'yo? Bakit ka nag-decide to make this as an advocacy?
The turning point siguro when I reached that 40, even before I reached 40 years. Kasi para sa akin, celebrating 5, 10, 15, actually, ina-awardan pa nga yan sa ibang bansa eh. Sabi ko, Lord, kahit wala akong award, ikaw naman mag-a-award sa akin na parang hindi kulang sa akin if, okay, God gave me this challenge and I accepted it as wow, gift yan. Gift yung sabi ko ngayon, sinulat ko, it's like a gift na mahirap na I have to handle myself. Kumbaga feeling ko nga para akong meron akong ribbon na nakatali dyan na handle yourself, um, take good care of yourself, Annie. Kasi kahit wala ng mga loved ones or like my parents, wala na rin sila. Kailangan, promise ko sa sarili ko, until my time is up. Pero before my time is up, gusto ko, yun nga, naging, yung going back to what you were asking me, the turning point was when I wrote that book, sabi ko, hindi abot ng 50 na wala, parang part of the legacy that I want to leave behind. If in case I don't make it to 100, hindi naman, masyadong ambitious ako. Kahit man lang 75, pero ganito pa rin ako, happy, energetic, healthy. At least may maiambag ako sa mga tao, hindi lang sa sarili ko. Yun talaga yung what I want now. Kaya it keeps me going.
Wow, beautiful, 'no? Talagang minsan if you are clear with your purpose, parang you
Yeah.
found your purpose in life, 'no? Na binigay ni Lord sa'yo yung gift na 'yan, 'di ba? Yung sabi mo nga gift siya. It's not na dahil gusto ka niyang parusahan, pahirapan, 'no? It is a gift because you will serve as an inspiration to more people who are even experiencing your same journey or even katulad ko na wala naman akong diabetes pero parang because of that, parang it's a wake-up call for me to really take care of myself, 'di ba? Kasi ako nga na wala pang condition, kung hindi ko aalagaan sarili ko, then it could lead to something in the future na hindi natin alam na kailangan natin maging mindful talaga tayo on taking care of ourselves.
Yes, yes.
Ayan, ang sarap ng kuwentuhan namin Sis Annie. Kayo ba natutuwa ba kayo sa mga pinagkukuwentuhan namin na 'to? I-type niyo rin sa chat if you are getting what's your aha moment so far from the stories of Sis Annie, Nurse Annie, and we'd love to hear from you. Meron ka pa bang story na gustong i-share sa ating audience?
Last na lang siguro, yung when I had another, in a near death experience, when I had another autoimmune disease, noong 2017, I thought that was the end. Kaya parang to the point nga na the family, they called everyone, they thought that I was going to die. Nung nagkaroon ako ng isa pang autoimmune disease, the adult onset Still's disease, which is AOSD, na hindi rin siya ganun ka-popular, only to find out this the juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, pero adult. Okay? So that time, symptoms of medyo nagkakasimilarity siya sa lupus. So almost the same, pero nung na-diagnose, yun na nga yung AOSD. There was, during the confinement, basta almost 1 month akong hindi kumakain masyado, tapos hindi na rin ako makalakad, kailangan ko ng caregiver or kailangan merong kasama para magawa ko yung activities of daily living. Parang I had to be dependent. Ako pa naman, I'm independent. Kaya ko yan. But then, yun nga, ang miracle lang doon is, syempre, our bills piled up, financially, kulang. And of course, we ask prayers, we ask help from everyone. Kahit nga may strangers or hindi ko kilala, nag-ambag, merong nagbigay. Nagulat na lang ako. Of course, yung mga benefits natin sa, nag-PCSO na rin ako and all. My friends, my families, my classmates, yung mga hindi ko na nga nakikita, yung parang the gift of sharing and all. Nakalabas din ako sa hospital and thank you again. Patuloy ko, forever akong grateful because I'm here, I'm still alive, I have a mission. Kumbaga, I cannot deny I have to continue on. What's the purpose of this, Annie? Why are you still here? So that inspires me to move on and to share to others how I can help. Yun lang.
Wow, beautiful.
How I can help. Kasi
Really,
di ba,
God is good talaga in your life. Kasi He really brings people who will really save you. No? And we all have different struggles in life, unique struggles and challenges sa buhay natin. But isa to sa patotoo talaga that when you really are close to God, di ba? I could only imagine araw-araw talaga nagdadasal si Sis Annie, 'di ba? Because every day is a gift talaga sa kanya. And because of that, no, parang think about it na, uy, wag ko sayangin 'tong araw ko na 'to, 'di ba? Ano kaya puwede kong gawin sa araw na 'to to make it memorable, to make it meaningful, 'no? Kasi talagang it's a gift. And I'm just so inspired, and I hope our audience are also inspired with your story. How do they, Sis Annie, thank you for sharing. How do they get in touch with you? What's your social media accounts? How can they avail of your book? Yeah, please do share with us.
Okay. So thank you for that. So I have this my book. It's actually it's my story having type 1 diabetes beyond needle pricks and insulin shots. It's self-published. It's still available here. You can message me. I will share my in the link if there's a link. I will just share my contact number, and then also in social media, you can see me in TikTok. I give short videos on living a life with diabetes. So actually, Sis Janice or Coach Janice, it's more of the action part, or how it happens when this situation comes. What do I do? And a little of the, of course, the facts or the information when I teach patients with diabetes. So I also have an FB page, Beyond Diabetes with Nurse Annie. Please like and follow me there. And also,
Ayan.
lastly, hopefully, I also launch my podcast coming soon.
Woo!
I'll be guesting you too.
Exciting. I'm very
Yes.
much excited for that kasi talagang really is Sis Annie, Nurse Annie is going out of her comfort zone to reach out to more people because you can never tell, di ba, na we can save a life with the stories that we share, no? Yun naman talaga yung goal din natin dito sa Unlocking Miracles na so that we journey together, no? Hindi naman namin sinasabi na perfecto ang buhay namin. We too experience challenges. Pero ang importante dito is we're sharing our own challenges, our pains, because we wanna journey with you guys, no? Para maramdaman ninyo na hindi kayo nag-iisa sa buhay, na na may kasama kayo. And that if you need any help, no, you can always reach out to other people. Yun naman yung gusto natin mangyari. So thank you, thank you. I'm so blessed with your story, Sis Annie. And pag kami nakikita niya ni Sis Annie, marami kaming napagkukuwentuhan talaga. As in, kulang ang isang buong araw para sa mga kwentuhan, no? Hindi na nga niya kuwento yung kanyang love life, pero probably sa mga susunod na episode, puwede nating mahirita si Sis Annie diyan, 'pag ready na siya. Okay. So friends, before we end, any final message that you have for our audience? Go ahead, Sis Annie.
May I borrow also your slogan, live life to the fullest beyond diabetes. And of course, don't let diabetes stop you. Just keep on staying healthy and manage what you eat and exercise. And I'm here if you need my services. I'm Coach Annie, your diabetes health coach.
Yes, yan. So, for those who need Sis Annie's service, go ahead and reach out to her, no? Very, very kind and generous siya. And then follow her social media accounts kasi matutuwa kayo talaga. Ang dami niyang sinishare doon. Especially for those who are also experiencing the same health condition. Okay, thank you very much, Sis Annie, for your time. I know you're very busy nowadays. You're transitioning, and I hope that I'm sure marami tayong na-bless sa episode na to. And then my appeal to those who are listening to us right now, if you feel blessed and you found value in our sharing for this episode, feel free to share this to your friends and family so that they too will be blessed. Let's continue to unlock more miracles in our lives and be a blessing to more people. See you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.